Hi everyone, Aldbar here, and welcome to my Let's Play. Well, Snowpeaks event is going on, so I think we're going to take a little break and show how the Snowpeaks event works. Oh, I didn't mean to lag, but okay, whatever. First off, you gotta, get some keys. Well, I got a stack of them over here. There's many different ways to get them. And I'm going to show a little bit here. Let's go through Servants of the Overlord. I'm going to go on Heroic Elite. Okay, so the ways to get keys are first and foremost, just play the game. That's like a no-brainer. So yeah, play the game on hard and elite. Defeat champions of the Snowpeaks and you will get keys. So that's option number one. The drop rate is pretty high, so you don't really need to do any kind of shenanigans. Just play the game normally, and you'll have plenty of keys. Okay. Second thing is the keys are tradable, so you can just buy them from the auction house or the shard exchange. So as the event goes on, there'll be more and more keys available, and more players will be dropping keys and selling them. I'm just gonna go in here because there's a drop I might get here, so we'll see. So yeah, basically, unless you're purely a casual or normal player, so I don't mean to call you not normal, I mean you're playing only on normal. This comes into effect especially with players who are leveling using a lot of explorer zones. The explorer zones are considered normal, so you won't run into champions. I mean, there is one out in Saltmarsh, but he's not a Snowpeaks champion, but whatever. The point is, you need to actually do quests where you can find champions. And Snowpeak champions are either either on hard or elite and above quests. So yeah, just run quests on hard or elite, and you run into champions, you'll kill them, and you'll have a chance at getting Snowpeaks chests and Snowpeaks keys. So right now what I'm doing is I'm going to a location in this quest where there's endless spawning. Basically, just as a concept, okay, if you're looking for a place where you can just kill many monsters endlessly, that's kind of what I'm doing here. Again, this is completely unnecessary. You just play the game normally and you'll find plenty of what to kill. It's not a problem. The Snowpeaks event used to be the Reese Ice Gem event many years ago, and they changed it. Used to be you used to have to collect Reese Ice Gems from the harbor. There used to be a ski jump, and they added another one in House Harland, then they added one in the Evening Star. It was kind of a mess. I know some players love it, but the general consensus was that it wasn't fun, so they cut it out and we get the Snowpeaks event. If you're really curious about what it is, I guess I can leave a link in the description to the video I made back in the day about the old Reese Ice Gem event. If you want to see what's that about. It's a very, very old video and it's unlisted. So unless you have the link to it, you can't get to it. I guess I'll leave the link in the description. Hopefully, if I forget, please remind me in the comments. But yeah, that's gonna be available, I guess, to view. Yeah, we're almost to the part where I wanted to. There are a bunch of different quests where this can happen. It is best if you fight orange names. So I know there's places like in Haunted Hall of Evening Star. There's a few different places where you get tons of endless spawning or orange named But really what we're looking for is champions like this, with this blue crown, that are completely made out of ice. While these regular champions don't necessarily drop chests, the ice chests. Sorry. Yeah, regular champions have a chance to drop remnants or a chest. And the orange names are basically guaranteed to drop a chest. So if you get a Recia ice monster or whatever it is, champion, you'll guaranteed an ice chest. Basically, I just want to catch one of these in the wild, so to speak, so I can show it off. This is a quest I did already, so the commentary is not about the quest. And I do believe I did it in Epic Elite, and it was way above my pay grade, so that was a thing. Most of what you can get from the Snowpeaks, I guess, is somewhat cosmetic. But there are a few very critical items that you can buy from there, so hopefully when we get to it, we'll show off all the different items you can get and what you can buy and what's worth investing in and what's worth staying away from. At least I'll give you my take on it.
This magic barrier is different. It is flanked by a pair of empty sockets.
Yes, right over here is an optional that nobody ever does. And yeah,
A drow priestess.
here's why. As soon as you get close to this, the thing spawns endless rounds of K-bar or Reavers. I mean, if you want to farm these things for a monster manual, this is a good place to do it. You want to see if one of these drops with a, well, I guess if he comes out as a champion. Yeah, the amount of time it takes you to pull this switch is too long for you to not be attacked by mobs. Well, we definitely can get champions, so. I just don't know if I'll get a Snowpeaks champion. Probably another minute. If I don't get any, I just want the icy colored Snowpeaks champion. Not a lot of these are just spawning in as champions, unfortunately. Well, I've got a different place we're going to go. Try it out. I'm going to abandon this quest to get it off the list. Let's head out to Wayloon. This is in Gatekeeper's Grove. There's a quest that I noticed over here that has pretty good potential. I just don't remember if I did Druid's Deep yet.
Who will cast a light on it before the darkness spreads?
Pretty sure I did, but whatever. Yeah, Druid's Deep. So the final quest in Druid's Deep, which Druid's Curse, well, you have to be flagged for this, unfortunately. Yeah, but as soon as you start this quest, There are 4 wood woads, or champions who show up over here. There we go, Snowpeaks. You can just recall, reset, kill these again. I don't know if I'll get lucky and actually get a key from one of these, but okay, whatever. There we go. Treasure of the Snowpeaks. And I got a key. Perfect, we got the shot. Okay, now we can go do the event. Let's get out of here. Really? Okay, Snowpeaks event takes place in the Hall of Heroes. In one of the corners of the Hall of Heroes, you have this big pile of snow with a ladrin called Flurry. She is the event coordinator. I need to talk to her. So we've got 9 keys. Let's go. You can ask her about the Snowpeaks event, and okay. Tell me about the peaks. Fine. Let's do this one. I already did it. I did it already. I've got already the 5 stars, but whatever. Let's go. Stand in. Talk to her. Basically, you collect coins. The coins you collect go to everybody in your group. So if there's a group of 6, it's not like you picked it up and somebody else missed it. Everyone in your group is going to get a coin. Now, all these coins are all random, which type they are. Gold, silver, or copper. But yeah, basically just aim your way down and collect them. The copper coins are only good for cookies. So a lot of players don't care about them at all. But my OCD will not allow me to go past it and not pick it up, so we're gonna pick it up. Final milestone. Okay, now you get most of your gold coins from the end chest over here. Talk to Flurry. Spawns the... Thank you. Make sure you take your chest, because, well, this is where you're going to get a few gold and silver coins. And then if you talk to her again, she'll kick you out of the dungeon. And that was that. You're done. Pretty straightforward. Step back in and, yeah, turn right. You'll be right back there. That was that. Now the unfortunate climb. There's only one reason why to do this. Well, I guess if you like the challenge, I guess go for it. But it's really, you're doing this because you want to make sure you get yourself a Immortal Sun Flask. You get these jumping potions you can pick up over here. These are plus 40 to jump, so basically you're supposed to be guaranteed you'll have enough jump. My jump's only 32. Now it's 62. We're good. Yeah, start to climb. There are a bunch of shortcuts you can do with this. I would not recommend shortcuts unless you're like really trying to like speed run or something. Yeah, try to jump to like the shortest part on the next rock. Movement speed helps a lot in this quest. Also, what's it called? Long jump. The texture of the stone is like kind of grabby, so you can actually, even on what's a little bit looks like a slope or slippery, you can actually catch onto it. It's not too bad. This right over here is the first big hurdle. difficult to be able to jump up on this thing, but usually get knocked off by those branches. Just jump, I guess, twice in a row. Yeah, the rewards are also more like spread out in this place. There's a shortcut you can do over here. Basically, you jump out. Since there's a tendency to correct by going forward, you really want to make sure that you're facing towards the stone, towards the center. Hopefully you're not doing this with a laggy client, or you'll never make it. Yeah, I got that one. The rest I should be able to jump up. There we go. Not too bad. More jumping potions, just in case I need it. This thing lasts for like, how much? 20 minutes. Yeah, they drop on leaving the quest, so it's not like you can stock up on them. Unfortunately. Yeah, you want to also have feather falling. If you don't have feather falling, everything's going to be much worse. You do fall, hit shift, and fall faster, because it will teleport you back up to your last checkpoint. Yeah, that particular part, I just fell. It's kind of a sticky spot for me. Yeah. When I'm not sure if I'm going to make it, I just jump right away. Rather than try to, like, stable myself. That's very important. You want to get this checkpoint before you go for the optional. Because that way, if you fall, you don't have to climb the whole thing again. You'll be back to here. And go around the back of this. Those tricky jumps again. I panicked and I jumped for no reason. No problem, we're back up. Here we go. It's over there. I was more cautious this time to see where my second jump is, if I need it. Here we go. Immortal Sun Flask is a projectile weapon. I'm not high enough level. You gotta be level 29, I think, for it. Maybe 30. Whatever. You go back to the checkpoint. Because, well, it was part of the idea. Okay, this is kind of like the final stretch. Not sure if this is better or worse than the other jumps. You can already see the end from here. This is mean, this jump. Okay, get your final reward. And that was that. How much time did it take me this time? 6 minutes. Well, that was refreshing not to have it take that long. Okay, I'll get out of here. Okay, now what we have to do is, well, I'm going to show you my method for farming keys. For that, well, I've got to bring in some extra accounts. The Immortal Sun Flask. Yeah, I forgot which level it is. Level 30, not level 29. Okay. It's unique in the way that it works. It flies in a straight line. It kind of like wobbles through the air. So it doesn't go very fast. Not a fast projectile, but it still flies straight. Okay, so let's divide up the keys into individuals. I've got 5 different keys. I need to give these to my alts as they log into the game. Here's my guild. Got 1, 2, 3. They're all logging in. Invite. 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 Next, copy. Okay. Looks like I've got all of them. We've got a whole party now. These are just level 1 alts. All I did is I made sure that each one of them has a, what's it called? A cloak of feather falling on. That's it. I took them through Borderlands and made sure each one of them had a cloak. And yeah, now we're going to trade with each one of them. Basically what I have to do is I have to open up a trade window and I'll pass a certain amount of keys to each one. Okay, so now this first character has got a key. I'm going to put him standing over here. The truth is I can just click on him and tell him to stand inside. I don't care how much time it takes. Yeah, take me to the peaks. Good. Enter. Yeah, you don't want to do this for a single key. You want to do this when you have a stack of like 50 keys. And basically, you divide it into big packs because doing this individually for one time, it's faster to run this, 5 minutes will take you to do the whole thing if you have 5 keys. And right now I'm messing about with a whole bunch of passing individual keys to individual characters. But if you've got a lot of keys, which you should have at a certain point, if you're just playing normally, you should find yourself with a lot of keys. And this can be a major hassle to get rid of like 50, 60 keys. Oh, just want to show the other option. Each one of these individuals is walking over to me, opening up a trade. I am passing one of my keys into their trade. I know you can't see the other screen, but whatever. It's not the other screen, it's the what it looks like from the vantage point of the second account. That's the last one. There we go. Each one of them only got one key because I'm just doing this for the demonstration of the point. There we go, stepped in. Now that all the other accounts are stepped in, I can step in. So basically, since we're all in the same party, only one of us has to run down to the bottom through the path. All the rest just need to get to the bottom. So I'll try to do that. So bring it on. So let me show you how it looks like. Oops. Yeah, basically I want the other characters, I guess, to fall out to here. And I want them to drop down to the end portal. Okay. Not with this character, with one of the other characters. I'm just going to drop off the edge. I need a place where I can stand and you can see it happen. This seems about right. Yeah, now I just take the other characters and I run them off the edge. There are methods that you could use to speed this up. I'm not going to discuss them here. Basically, you want to drop directly above where the portal is. And end right next to Flurry, standing right over here. And I'm going to do this with all of the characters. Mind you, since once I go and collect all the coins, each one of these characters is going to get all of the coins in their inventory. I assume that the fastest way to do this is to have two players working together. One player with, I guess, the alt accounts, and one player doing all the running. Because the truth is, there's not a lot of variety that the DDO has added when it comes to farming the Snowpeaks, and it becomes a very big hassle. If you're going for, if you got like a few hundred keys and you want to turn them in, it's going to be an investment and a lot of hours. There goes the last one. Be able to see him. Okay, well, they're all at the bottom. Now it's my turn. If you fall off, they're in the middle. Oh, I'll do that later. Yeah, so doing this for a single key is not worth it. Just run the thing 6 times. It's faster. But if you're going to go for a big stack of keys. Like on my main account, sorry, on my main server on Shadowdale, I've got tons and tons of keys that I've got to turn in. So I'll be definitely doing this. There we go. Once I made it to the end, but you gotta tuck the flurry once. Now each one of these characters is gonna have to take his Snowpeaks keys. Since the coins that you got from the what's it called? Make sure you talk to them and exit them as soon as they do. The coins that you collected during the slide, you'll have to get from their inventory anyway. So it's faster just to collect the coins from the chest also. You're gonna have to pass everything anyways. Missed one of them. Or two. Me out of here. Okay, and now my turn. Yeah, this is the final part. This is the part that's going to be kind of time consuming. Now you've got to talk to each one of them individually and take all the stuff out of his inventory. So let's do that. Yeah, so now I'm going to go through their inventories and pass all the gold coins or whatever it is. Good tip is to make sure that their red bag, the collectible bag, I think these go into collectibles, whatever, is not auto-collecting, or you'll have to every time empty out the auto-collectible bag. It'll drive you crazy. There you go, I collected stuff from this particular character. Now I go to that particular character and I'm going to boot him. Go on to the next one. Raid. Pass things over. Accept. I will accept his coins. Let's go back to him. And we can boot him. Next one. All you're seeing is this trade pop up on my window. Trade. And this is me on the alpha character passing over all the coins. I have to keep on swapping back and forth between the windows. And quit. One. To give you a concept of how much time this will take. Again, I would only do this if you have multiple keys, and you only do this passing over all of this stuff at the end. So you don't have to keep on doing this multiple times. Final one. Trade. Put it up. Drop the coins in. Hit accept. I will hit accept. And this guy can skedaddle. Quit. Yes. Okay, this leaves just me. Now let's collect all our stuff. Which bag did it go into? Collectibles or is it ingredients? It's ingredients? Sorry, so I spoke. Yeah, make sure the ingredients bag is not open. Ingredients. There we go. We've collected it. Let's see if we've got enough for... We got 58 gold coins. Not sure that's enough. I mean, it's only 1/6 round. Let's see. Yeah, let's go to see what we can buy. Show me what the rewards are. Here we go. So now we're going to discuss the rewards. There's nothing to do with the bronze Snowpeaks coins except for cookies. You better have a cookie jar. Okay. Icy Potion of Jumping. So this is minimum level 1. It says on it that it's caster level 10. And that you get a plus 30 once you hit caster level 9. So this is a plus 30 that you can use from level 1. You can also buy these. You can also find these in the quest White Plume Mountain. If you step into the quest and the first hallway, you take the right hallway. You go to the part where you get to the big mud room. At the top there's a table with a bunch of these. And you can just hoard them and collect them. But here's another place you can buy them for 10 copper, 10 silver. You can also get a plus 20 jump potion in the harbor right next to the bank. There's a vendor over there who will exchange them for 2 amber vials. So this is good. It's not the greatest thing. Potions of haste. Please don't buy these. You can just buy regular potions of haste. If you're going to chuck a bunch of them. 10 pieces of, 10 silver is just too expensive for it. Potion of superior freeze. Again, you can buy these by vendors. House J, I believe. Not worth it. Icy Potion of chill shield. You can get these from daily dice sometimes if you're lucky. But you can also buy what's it called, scrolls for this. So for most players, it's not worth it unless you're a rage player and you can't be hassled with unraging to cast a scroll to then reuse it. So this might be an investment, but again, 10 coins for it. I don't know if I would spend it. Featherfall, please do not buy this. Potion of protection from fire. Also, again, do not buy this. Icy Potion of resist fire. So this is a level 10 caster. That means it gives you plus 20 resistance. You can get plus 20 resistance in House K from the potion vendor. The thing is, those are minimum level 7. And these do not have a minimum level. These are minimum level 1. So they are a very good fire resistance potion, but by the time you need that much fire resistance, so unless you want to you need a plus 20 fire resistance so you can run the Heart of the Problem, whatever it's called, and you don't want to get stuck with too much fire, so you might want to buy a few, but other than that, no. It's only because it has a low minimum level. This is Potion of Wonder. Do not buy these. Snow Elemental Gem. These are cool. These are fun. You can sell them also on the auction house. They're a fun game. They don't really scale at high levels, but at low levels, you can take them in and they can do the job for you sometimes, killing monsters and stuff. So, Festive Augment of Dexterity and Festive Augment of Charisma. This is the only time you get these. This is where you buy Festive Augments. So yeah, this is your chance, the time of year to stack up on these. Festive Augments. Ruby of the Snowpeaks. Basically uses a freezing cold effect. It's 1d8 cold. So typically it's worse than most other things you can get per level. It's okay. It turns things into a block of ice. It's fun to use. I've used it a lot. It's not very high in DPS though. Ruby of the Iron Hand. This is iron damage reduction for level 1, but why would you need damage reductions for a cold iron at level 1? So I wouldn't buy it. But again, if you just want to buy these kind of augments, and you've got plenty of gold coins, and you don't have enough tokens of the 12 to just buy yourself one, I guess you can buy it from here. Time for the Snowpeak Speed. This is 30 movement speed, but in a blue augment rather than a yellow augment. So if you're stuck with a piece of gear, this is convenient to have like one of these. But this doesn't include the attack speed, it's just a movement speed. Ruby Ice out of the Glacier. Apparently this doesn't work as intended. It's supposed to be an AoE of ice. I've tried it out. I don't know if it was working or not working, but it wasn't worth anything. Craftable Trinket. These are used to be the only ways to get craftable trinket, not from the DDO store, but you get a trinket called Gem of Many Facets that comes from the raid, the Chronoscope, and you can do it on heroic, and you can solo it when you're over level, so it's not a problem. And those trinkets are craftable, and they have a yellow slot, and they have set bonuses. So craftable trinket is no longer in favor. If they made this have, I don't know, a blue slot to it, or I don't know, a green slot, then this would suddenly become a sought after item, but as it stands, don't. Here we go, these are the cosmetics. Festive Armor, this is a cool armor. I don't need it for my character. Festive Crown, again, don't need it for this character. Festive Cloak, also very nice. You can check them all out in the wiki if you want to see what they look like. Crown of Frost, again, cool cosmetic. Snowman, this is a very funny creature companion, but the coolest part about this creature companion are the animations, and those are only bought from the store, so I don't know if I could recommend it. Also the polar bear, it's cute, but doesn't really I wouldn't spend 100 coins for it. And the last ones are these. I guess these are all meant as cosmetics. These are low-level cosmetics. I do believe that there was once a bug that allowed you to add sentient gems to them at low levels, but they fixed that to make it that immediately jumps to level 20. Or could be that was just the ones from what's it called, from the pirate event. Either way, you've got a few different. You got a rapier, great sword, axe, short sword. You got a few different cosmetics you can use. They're all like ice themed. The different this set of filigrees is not commonly used. The one that's most used is the imbued dice, because just another place to get imbued dice, and players use this. So buying this is good if you want an imbued dice build. Dodge and max dodge is okay. Hamstring ward. A note about this is this does work, but most players hit you with crippling. Most archers hit you with crippling, not with hamstring. So you get hit with slow anyway, so it's not really, you're not going to see a big effect from it. And the trade-in, you can turn in silver. You can turn in 1 gold for 1 silver, so you can trade down. If you got too much gold but not enough silver, you can trade down, depending on what you run out of first. So yeah, basically for me, all I need is get 1 augment of dexterity, and I'm already short on my coins. Let's see if I have enough. Let's see how many I have. 67. Another 30 silver coins. Yeah, this typically happens. So I can turn down some of the gold for the silver. How much gold do I have? 38. I need 20. Got only 18 gold. It's not enough to give me the silver that I need. Anyway, forget that. I got my 1 dexterity, and we can turn in all the cookies. If we're going to turn in cookies, you better have a cookie jar, and you just right over here like this, 999. Let it go to town and convert cookies. Yeah, my colorless diamond of festive dexterity. Slowly but surely it's chugging through all of the different, converting them into cookies and putting them right into my cookie jar. There we go, done. One final thing, this is the most important. Spend 1 more key. You're going for, if you're trying to do this and beat the speed record, you can jump around the corner, so you get another little bit off the go. I'm not going for the speed record. I'm here to take a screen capture. Also, I need to get a few more silver. Rather hard to take a screen capture in here because every surface you stand on is slippery. Rats. Gotta go back up. Okay. Made it over this time. Try not to fall. This on. Come on. Stop moving. No, no, no. Kind of always has this forward momentum that makes you move. They can get stuck exactly here. Gotta get rid of the hide my pet for this shot. Okay, stand, get stuck right over here. Don't move while I can take a shot. Yeah, that's that. The augments can also be sold in auction house, the festive augments. So a lot of players, even if they don't use the specific augments that come from this, they're like, they don't need festive dexterity or festive whatever it was, charisma. But they'll stack up on the augments and then sell them. The later in the year you sell them, the more valuable they become because, well, it's harder to get them, and the price basically goes up. So if you hoard them and hold on to them for a long time, they can become rather valuable later on. If I get enough silver to buy my... nah. I should be all out of keys now. Dump this guy again. I'm just a few short. I'm gonna have 84. I'm missing 16. Let's do this. 16, just for the heck of it. Go to the gold to silver. And go 16. 16, trade. I'm gonna be turning silver into gold. Sorry, gold into silver. So it's a down trade, but you typically end up with more gold and silver if you're going for the augments, unless you're going for the cosmetics, in which case you have way too much silver. And now we already have one festive dexterity. We need one festive charisma. Festive charisma. Trade. There we go. We got the two augments. Dexterity and charisma. Yeah, that's that. Guess we call it here. Well, that's going to be it, I guess. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, and hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.